I will popcorn to Jessica. And Jessica, you can continue the story.
The lost girl was looking for a treasure hidden in a secret place, and she could only find it by finding all of the clues that will lead to the treasure. And I'm gonna popcorn it to Deanna.
Um, so as she was looking for treasure in the forest, she met um, a man named Jack who tried to help her for her quest, trying to find the treasure. And I popcorn it to Ajon.
All right. That first this happened, then this happened. So
Ajon, I know you came in a little late, but you're just finishing the story. So I think what we got, she's in a forest. What's she doing in the forest again, y'all?
Jessica said she had to find treasure.
And Jackson's helping her find treasure, right? This dude Jackson.
Yeah.
all right. Okay, I got it. While looking for treasure, she come across something rare and odd in the path. In the forest.
Okay, rare or not. You can popcorn it to someone, Ajon.
I popcorn into Brianna.
I started it.
Oh, Chris. You got it, Chris.
Did you call me?
Yeah, you go.
Okay. I'm sorry. What you say again? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay. While looking for treasure, she come across something rare and odd in the forest.
Okay. Like she crossed something like wailing in the land, like crossed something in the forest. I'm sorry. Oh, this is a hard one. This is a hard one. I can't. I don't know.
Maybe what did she come across? Maybe it was something, a treasure or something. Maybe I don't know. What did she come across?
I think she might across something, but like a treasure, like a pot. I don't know, full of gold. Gold. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Okay, gold is good. She came across some gold. Okay, I like that. Christian, you want to popcorn it to someone? And raise your hand in the chat if you haven't gone yet, if you haven't added to the story yet.
Okay, well, I would like to pass it down to Chris.
So amongst the gold, she finds Excalibur, which is like a sword that's gonna help her defeat the Ender Dragon that's at the end.
Hello? Couldn't hear nobody.
Christian, did you popcorn to somebody else?
Yes, sorry, popcorn somebody.
No, the other Christian.
Not you, Christian. Girl, Christian.
Candy, did she go?
No.
I'm right here. What was it? A sword?
Yeah, it was a sword.
Okay. She used the sword to chop down all the leaves that was in her way on the path, and she arrived at a river. where she then bathed and got her some water. And I'm gonna popcorn it too. I'm look at everybody. Did Jessica go?
Yep, I went.
Did Liz go?
No.
So after they come to the river, they see a giant fish, and the fish is larger than most fish and it's bright green. And as they start walking along the path along the river, the fish swims alongside next to them. And I'm gonna call on Julie.
What did the fish do exactly?
So the fish, while they're walking along the river, the fish begins to follow them and swim alongside next to them.
Oh, yeah. And then the fish straight up stood up. The fish stood up on his back fins and it started talking. And it was like, hey, where are you going? And I'm going to pass it to Daniqua.
Okay.
Hey, where you going?
It's a really awesome story. Okay, so when the fish asks where you're going, what's the lead character? I'm sorry.
The fish at this point.
Right. The fish swam upstream into a beautiful river, and the sun was setting. And let me see. Oh God, this is tough.
No, right?
Let me see. It swam next to a big, a great big huge ocean liner with a lot of people on it. And I'm going to popcorn it to. Is it Righteous?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. After the fish came to this ocean liner, it figured that it could take its show on the road, and it ended up making a whole TV show of it talking, and they didn't even need the treasure because they was making mad money.
Period. Come on, come through, storyteller.
And
right.
I'm gonna pass it. Is it to Chris?
I think Chris went.
Okay.
If you haven't went, can you raise your hand quickly? I think Chanel. I don't know if Chanel went, and Ruth and Tina.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna give it to Chanel.
Okay, so yes, they have their own TV show, but they still need to defeat the dragon. So they end up allowing the fish to defeat the dragon since it's so powerful and it's just taking charge. So in the show, it chronicles their journey to getting closer to the dragon and being able to defeat it. And at this point, they're pretty much at the season finale. So they're really close to finding the dragon. And I'm going to pass it to Miss Ruth. Is she still on? Oh, yeah.
Now I'm unmuted. There's a TV show, or let's see, they're close to the dragon, right?
Yeah.
And the last thing, now, when you get close to the dragon, that's pretty scary. And I don't know if anybody knows this dragon, but somebody was saying how, well, let's talk to it and see what happens. And so that person said to the dragon, I introduced himself and asked how the dragon was, and the dragon's all the fire stopped out of its mouth, and it looked at this person and said, hello, And I didn't know there was anybody around, and I was so lonely. And I'm going to pass this one off to who hasn't said anything.
I think Tina might be the last.
Oh, Tina, you're still there, Tina. I'm going to pass it off to Tina.
And so the dragon stated that he was lonely and began to talk to them. And the dragon, they walk off as friends into the woods.
All right, I'm gonna end it because I didn't go either. So they walk off with friends into the woods, and they go on a mission to make sure the whole world has collective healing and collective liberation. So that's the end of our story. Nice job, y'all. I love the icebreaker. That was a good little story.
Going into storybook writing.
Oh, that was nice.
All right, so now I'm going to read off our circle norms. So basically, we just all have to have open minds, exploring together ways of deepening capacity to heal, reducing suffering, and finding meaning in both challenge and joy. Treat each other with kindness and respect. Listen with compassion and curiosity. Honor each other's unique ways to healing, and don't presume to advise or fix or try to save each other. Listen with attention. Remember, speak with intention. Every member of this has an equal voice and is responsible for their healing, their own healing. Okay, so now I'm just basically gonna go over what racial justice is. So racial justice is the systematic fair treatment of people of all races, resulting in equitable opportunities and outcomes for all. It's not just the absence of discrimination and inequities, but also the presence of deliberate systems and supports to achieve and sustain racial equity through proactive and preventative measures. Uh,
Okay, I'll be reading racial justice. Racial justice, what is it? Number 1, racial justice is simply the creation of a society entirely lacking racial treatment. Number 2, what the society needs to approach so that the minorities in the society will feel equal to not less than or just due to their race. Number 3, to see a change in discrimination against people of color and ensure equal opportunities for all people.
Okay, so we are going to launch a game. Okay, really quickly. I put the link in the chat. So if you can click that link, put your name, and that's how you will join us. So I'm gonna give you all about 30 seconds to join us. And the game is for a prize. So you might want to win. Okay, you just might. I'm gonna give us 30 seconds to join that game. Join that game. I see Chanel has joined us. Thank you, Chanel, Liz, Julie, Candy. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. Thank you.
Miss Darby.
Yes, honey.
I'm having trouble getting on the link.
Oh, you had trouble getting on? Well, you here now, baby. It's cool. It's cool. Thank you, Ajon, for joining. I know, Perio, you just got in, so I'm gonna put the link back in the chat. So we're playing quizzes. That's the link again. Give us about 15 more seconds. Just click that link to join. All right. Miss Ruth, thank you. 5 seconds. 5-second countdown to join us for the game. Or a nice prize.
Hold on, I'm joining. Where's the code?
I will put it back in there. It's in the chat, but I'll put it back in there for you. Click that link and just put your name. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm coming in strong. Listen, Jess is in the lead. They in the lead. Okay, Jess. You on fire. Jess is on fire, y'all. Listen. Okay, Julie and Miss Ruth, we see y'all. Taking that second and third spot. Y'all on fire too. answers. So, and you can just yell out the answers if you know it. What is being differently able, physically, mentally, emotionally, from what society says is normal? What is that?
Disability.
Disability. What is a person who supports silence or less privileged groups without being a person in that group? This person will often confront people who are unjust and hurtful. That's called a what?
Ally.
Culture.
Ally. Yeah. It's always important to be an ally or a co-conspirator. Very important. 3, what is the customs, arts, achievements, traditions, etc. of a certain nation, people, or other social group?
Culture.
Yes, your culture. For the culture, always. 4, what is it when all people groups are given the resources that they specifically need so that everyone can achieve the same results and goals?
Equity.
5, what means what you have preference for or against a certain group and impacts how you judge that group? That's called what?
So, bias.
Bias. And we all have bias, okay? Implicit or not, we all have it. 6, what means acceptance and open-mindedness towards cultures and attitudes that are different from your own? It does not mean that you agree with the differences.
Tolerance.
7, what means rights that are believed to belong to every person? They include the means to satisfy basic needs, such as everyone has the right to clean water, food, shelter, and or education.
Human rights.
Basic human rights at that, okay? 8, what means that it is okay to feel strange or weird as you are learning about social justice and growing in your knowledge? Because that is called what?
Be uncomfortable.
Being uncomfortable, because if you ain't uncomfortable, you are not learning. Okay, so being uncomfortable. 9, what means a type of prejudice where people believe that we are ranked based on race, physical traits, skin, with saying being better than others. This leads to oppression. So based on race, that would be
Racism.
Yes, that was a tricky one. Last one, what does it mean? The widespread use of power and domination that lowers some people groups and denies them what other people groups are given. Devaluing entire groups of people is called what?
Xenophobia.
Very close. So this is, okay. This is one, xenophobia is one form of this.
Okay.
Oppression. Good job, y'all. So our winners, because we should have the youth winning, Jess and I think Miss Ruth, who was the second place winner, Julie. If you all can put in the chat and select a youth that you want to nominate to give your win to, because we are sharing over here. We're sharing the wealth. Can you put that in the chat, and whoever that person is, can you private message me your name, number, and email, please? I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so next to the presentation. All right, we're gonna play a quick game. Activity, it's not really a game. So we're gonna go around, it's gonna be a power round. We're gonna go around really quick. You're gonna shoot out one word, how you identify. You're gonna say who you are. So I'll give my example. Hi, my name is Sarita Darby, pronouns she, her, hers. Please make sure you're saying your pronouns. And then identify yourself with one word or phrase. It cannot be multiple. So again, I'll say mine. Good evening, everyone. Darby, she, her pronouns, and I am a mother. Okay, that's the one thing I identify with. And you can popcorn it to your next person, and I will popcorn it to Liz.
Hi, my name's Liz. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I identify as a learner. And I'm gonna popcorn it to Brianna.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brianna. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I identify as a sister. I'm going to popcorn it to Daniqua.
Oh my God. Am I muted? Oh my God, I'm so
Yeah, we
sorry.
hear
I don't know
you.
if I'm on. Oh,
Yeah,
y'all
we
can
hear
hear me?
you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Daniqua, and I identify as me, and I am a mother. I popcorn it to Tina.
Hello, my name is Tina, and I am a mother of 3. I'm gonna popcorn it to Chanel.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Chanel. I use she and her pronouns. And I identify as an educator. And I will popcorn it to Christian.
Hello, my name is Christian, and I identify myself as a powerful, excellent person, and I'm gonna pass it down to. I'm gonna pass it down to Chanel.
Oh, I went already. I wonder, could people who haven't gone maybe raise their hand or just say aloud?
Maybe Jessica.
Hi, my name is Jessica, and I identify as a world-class friend. Oh, and I popcorn it to Crystal.
Okay. I identify myself as funny because everybody laughs at my jokes. And what was the next question?
That was it. So say your name, pronouns, and how you identify with one word. So you did good. So you can popcorn it.
Um um how about did Miss Liz go?
I already went.
Um Candy Girl? I don't know.
Can you all hear me?
It's Candace. She, her, hers. I identify as a lover.
You can popcorn it, Candy.
Um Kim can go.
Can you all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm driving. I'm gonna go off after I finish. I'm actually, but anyway, this is Kim. She, her, hers, and I identify as a Detroiter. Is there anybody else who didn't go? You let me know your name. I'll repeat it.
Yep, if you can raise your hand, you can know.
I'm looking at my phone. Sorry, I can't see everybody right now.
You can popcorn it to me. I'm Julie.
Okay, thanks, Julie. Julie.
No problem. My name is Julie. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I identify as a lifelong learner.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got a popcorn it.
Popcorn it to me.
Hmm?
Popcorn to Ruth, Ms. Ruth. I haven't done any, so.
Oh, go for it, Miss Ruth. Go on.
I am Ms. Ruth, pronoun she, her, hers. I identify as an educator and a mentor, and oh my gosh, lots of other things, but I guess that's good enough. Yeah. Let's see, who has not? Chris, have you gone? Popcorn it to Chris.
Yeah. Hi. Sorry. My name is Chris. And I identify as a manifester. And I'll popcorn it to. Did Deanna go?
I don't think so.
No, I didn't go yet. Okay. My name is Deanna. I use she, her, hers, and I identify as a sister, I guess.
Excuse me. Have you been here the whole time? So it's a lady with a head wrap. Has she been here? No. You would know her. She has a head wrap. Else she'll be walking with us.
There's only a guy and me here.
Okay.
I think somebody's off mute by accident. So if you haven't went yet, you can jump in. Just jump in, say who you are, your pronouns, and your identity.
My name is Periel. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Wait, were we supposed to say our school? Okay.
Oh no, just one thing that you identify with.
I identify as an artist.
Anybody else want to jump in who haven't went yet? I think Liz, you can jump in. I don't know if you went yet.
Oh, sorry, I already went. I just was doing the clapping.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Isabella, you want to hop in?
Hi, I'm Isabella. I go by she, her, hers, and I identify as a friend.
Like that. Hey, John, you want to jump in?
Yeah, I can go. Yeah.
Go for it, honey.
I identify as a person that's willing to help anyone no matter what. And I don't.
Hold on. That's it. One word or phrase, and I know it's hard. One word or phrase. So with someone who's willing to help, that's very true. Anybody else who hasn't went yet want to jump in?
My name is Righteous, and my pronouns are they, them, theirs, and I identify as righteous. So I will pass it to Periel if they haven't went.
I think Periel went.
I went.
Anybody who didn't go want to hop in? I think not everybody.
That might have been everybody.
Yeah, Bree, did you go? Oh yeah, you said you're a sister.
Yeah,
I think that was everyone. So question, how did it feel to only identify yourself with one word?
Easy.
So
It's a little hard.
Okay. Was that Imperial?
It was kind of hard because I'm a lot of stuff, like a lot of positive things. I'm a lot of,
Liz and limiting.
It kind of felt like I wasn't telling y'all who I really am. I can't tell y'all who I really am with one word.
Right.
Anybody else want to say how they feel?
Does anybody else have any?
I just wanted to say, I feel like when you use one word to describe yourself, it's like you leaving other parts of yourself out. So for me, it was kind of hard.
Definitely. Do we ever feel like some people only see us as one thing? Like, is that like a thing that's happened to people? Like, people have only saw me as a Black woman and never really thought that was anything else or looked to my other identities.
People only see me as sensitive when I'm really be rational and I really be what's that word? Reasonable.
People can sometimes only see you as a criminal or uneducated, a lot of things like that.
All right. So on the lines of identity, we're going to play a game. It's called I Am Insert Identity Here. So you're going to volunteer yourself, whoever wants to go next for the next identity. Identity is going to flash on the screen. As a group, we're going to tell what are the positive and negatives we've heard about this identity and what are the like the viewpoints of this identity. We have to speak to the person who has this identity. So for instance, if I say Liz, she volunteers for the next identity, the identity is Donald Trump. We have to say, what are the positive things we heard about Donald Trump and what are the negatives? We have to talk to Liz like she is Donald Trump. So Liz, you are this when we're saying the positive things. Liz, you are this when we're saying the negative things, okay? Is that clear? Any questions on those rules? All right. You got a question? Okay, I think we're clear. So who wants to take the first identity? Who wants to take the first identity? Raise your hand.
I can do the first one.
Was that Brianna?
Yeah, I can do the first one.
Okay. Brianna, you are a Black woman. What are the positive things we heard about Brianna?
She's strong, she's beautiful, she's smart.
Brianna,
strong, beautiful, and smart. And you can put it in the chat too. And I know there's people on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook too, if you want to put it in the comments as well, so we can. So what are the positive things, positive stereotypes or viewpoints of Brianna? She is a Black woman.
Please be nice. It's like,
Brianna, you are strong. Brianna, you are empowering.
Yeah.
Brianna, you are Beyonce. All right. What are, Brianna, you are kind. All right. What are the negative things we heard about Brianna? She's a Black woman. What are the negative things we heard about Brianna?
Brianna, is no negative.
You are loud.
Dang, that's
Brianna,
crazy.
You are mean. Brianna, you're angry. Phew, heard that way so many times.
Wow.
Brianna, you're really extra.
It's just called aggression. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what y'all trying to do.
Brianna, you are ugly. But you're pretty for a Black woman. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
Brianna, you're negative. All right. Thank you, Brianna. Who wants to share our next identity? Who wants to be the keeper of our next identity? Who's up next?
Well, I'll do a little one because I have to leave soon. That's Ms. Ruth. Can I do that?
Awesome. Yes, yes. So Miss Ruth, you are transgender. What are some?
No, wait a minute. Do I get to choose?
Oh no, it's just you're just volunteering.
I was going to choose math lover and see what people thought about mathematics.
That's great. But nope, today, Miss Ruth, you are transgender. What are some positive things we heard about Miss Ruth?
Oh my gosh.
Miss Ruth, is that okay? So positive. Miss Ruth, you're fun. Miss Ruth, you are fun, funny. There's some other positive.
How about learning what it means?
Yes, that's okay. That's a good point. So some of these terms we did put on here to also educate and also learn about the views surrounding these identities, both positive and negative. So who wants to explain what transgender is? What does that mean?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Transgender is when you were born biologically one gender and you become another gender. And as a transgender, you want to be respected as your pronouns and stuff. Because once you step into that mindset of that's who you are, you deserve to be respected as who you are.
Definitely. Thank you, Christian. So, Miss Ruth, you are brave. You are an advocate. You are confident in who you are. You are smart. You are inspiring.
Very nice. But what about the bat? What about the other side now?
Okay, what are the negative things we heard about Miss Ruth? Miss Ruth. Miss Ruth, you're confused.
Yeah, okay.
Miss Ruth, you're going to hell.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What are some other negative things we heard about Miss Ruth? Miss Ruth, you're ugly. Miss Ruth, you're sick.
Yeah.
Ruth, you're mean.
Mean. Oh, you're not getting rights. Okay.
Yeah, Miss Ruth, you're never going to get rights. You don't know who you are, Miss Ruth. And you're over dramatic. All right. Thank you, Miss Ruth. Who wants to share our next identity?
Well, thank you. I am.
I think, Chris, you had your hand up. Okay. So, Chris, you are a Muslim American. What are some positive things we heard about Chris? Chris, you are an advocate. Chris, you are loyal to your religion. Chris, you are prayerful. Chris, you are generous.
Kind.
Chris, you are kind and you care about others. Chris, you're nice and respectful. Awesome. What are some negative things we heard about Chris? Chris, you're a terrorist. Chris, you're a religious extremist.
You don't belong here.
Chris, you don't belong here. Chris, you're also too quiet or meek. Awesome. Chris, you're angry. All right. Thank you, Chris. Who wants to share our next identity?
I could go next. This is Daniqua. My hand was up.
Okay. Awesome, Daniqua. Thank you. Daniqua, you are a rapper.
Oh,
That's
what good? How y'all doing?
That's pretty. What are some positive things we heard about Daniqua?
Y'all lit.
Daniqua, you have rhythm. Daniqua, you're popular.
Thank you.
Daniqua, you're creative and you're trendy.
Okay, like it. I make money moves.
Your music is a boss.
Daniqua, you're a boss. Okay. All right, that's all cool and dandy or whatever. But what are some negative things we heard about Daniqua?
Uh-oh.
First of all, let's talk about everything.
That new mixtape was trash.
Okay. Daniqua, you're a drug addict.
Oh my
Daniqua,
God.
you're responsible for violence in the Black community.
Oh man.
Period.
Daniqua, all you rap about is drugs and shooting. Daniqua, your songs are actually really bad. Daniqua, all you care about is money. Daniqua, you're disrespectful to women, period. I was waiting for somebody to say that one. Okay?
Right.
All right.
I'm
Thank you,
uneducated.
Uniqua.
Thanks, y'all. That was fun.
All right. Who wants to share our next identity? Isabella say your lyrics are overrated as well. Here he is. She coming through. Listen, and this is like the stereotype. So this is not to say we believe this stuff, but we know how the view of these different identities holds true. Holds, you know what I'm saying? These are what people are thinking about these identities. There's positive and negatives by every identity. And this is not to say we believe it, but this is what society is saying about you as a rapper, Daniqua, or, you know.
Thanks, y'all. That was sweet.
So on and so forth. All right. Who wants to share our next identity?
I can go.
Who was that? Who was I?
That's me.
Liz.
Liz? Okay, Liz. Liz, you're a queer. And really quickly, can we please lift up what queer actually means? Can somebody speak on that, please? Okay, I can. Okay, I can. So I've learned that queer it varies based on who you're asking. But queer is really when you identify as multiple things, or you don't want to identify as anything at all. You don't want to be put into a box. So one day you could be this identity, and one day you could be that. But some people like to be more specific. So some people like to say I'm gay, I'm lesbian, or whatever. But queer is just an umbrella term to mean you're not heterosexual. So you are not straight or cisgender. So you fall into this umbrella term of everything else. So if you're not heterosexual, you're queer, but that can mean various things. So some people like to be more specific and say I'm bisexual, but I know a lot of people who identify as queer and prefer that term over others.
Ms. Darby, we also want to, I just want to let everybody know, queer also means strange or odd too. So
that's what it comes from, but I also think there's a negative connotation with that, right? So we don't want to say because you identify as this, you're strange or odd. But we can say you're unique for sure. So what's some positive things we heard about you? Who was the person?
Liz.
Liz, yes. Liz, that was mine. You are unique. You are very unique. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. What are some more positive things we heard about Liz?
Free spirit.
Free spirit. You're a role model. You're smart. You're confident who you are, Liz. Awesome. What are some negative things we heard about Liz? You're confused. You're going through a phase. I was just about to say that one. Okay. You're complicated. You're strange. You're a freak. Thank you, Liz. You're weird also, and you're doing too much. All right. Who wants to share our next identity? Isabella, you want to go next, honey?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Isabella, you are a white cisgender male. Anybody want to kind of speak on what cisgender means or what that is?
It is basically the term for biologically male men, like heterosexual men who aren't any other identity, just straight white men.
Yeah, so it basically means you were born a man, you identify as a man. Cisgender female, you were born, or woman, cisgender woman, you were born a woman, you identify as a woman. So these are the white males, cisgender. What are some positive things we heard about Isabella?
You're strong.
Isabella, you're strong.
Smart.
Isabella, you're smart. You're probably going to be successful in life, Isabella.
Have a business mindset.
You have a business mindset. Isabella, you're wealthy. You're smart. You're going to go to college and graduate. Okay. All right. What's some negative things we heard about Isabella? You appropriate other people's cultures. Okay. Let's talk about it. You're ignorant.
Take credit.
Oh, okay. Isabella, you have a lot of privilege and you don't always recognize it. Okay. Oh my gosh, Isabella, you're a misogynist. Okay. You're a misogynist, Isabella. Oh my gosh, Isabella, you're a sexist. Wow.
Narcissistic.
Isabella, you are narcissistic. Okay. You are Freddie. You are racist. Isabella, you're greedy. Okay, y'all cutting up on the white cisgender males. Okay. Okay, we're gonna move on from the white cisgender males. Who wants to share the next identity? Let's go with Candy. Candy, you are a young Detroiter, born and raised.
That's you.
Born and raised. Okay. So what are some positive things we heard about KG?
I'm a hustler, baby.
Stylish. Yup.
You are stylish, KG. You are a hustler. You understand
Beautiful.
struggle. Okay.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
You have enriched culture. I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
You are creative.
She awesome.
Everybody wants to be you. You are tough.
Oh, you ain't skippy about that.
For real.
She's smart. You are a trendsetter, Candy.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, can't wait. Can y'all name one trend that I had said?
You know, the up there and the stuff there, that was for sure us. You know what I'm saying? You created that. Baby
everybody's saying that now. It was
I think it was the red hair too.
Period. We know.
Got that now.
Now you are grading on Candy, but what are some negative things we heard about Candy? Candy, you are ratchet.
Pessimistic.
Candy, you're pessimistic. Candace, you're a thug. Candace, you're dangerous. Candace, you're a gangster. Candace, you might not make it to C21. Candace, you're a drug dealer. Candace,
hold on, knock on wood.
Candace, you're ghetto. Candace, you're a thought. Candace, you're a bully.
It's a thought box.
Thank you, Candace.
You ain't all that successful either.
All right. Deanna, you share our next identity. You are an Asian woman. What are some positive things we heard about Deanna?
Y'all smart.
Deanna, you are very smart. Deanna, you are beautiful. Deanna, you set beauty standards. Deanna, you're sweet. Deanna, you're non-problematic.
Very cultured.
Deanna, you have good culture. All right, what are some negative things we heard about Deanna?
Too soft-spoken.
Yes. You're too soft-spoken. You eat animals. You're rude.
Oh,
you're antisocial.
Clean. I don't know where that came
from. Deanna, you can't drive. You're cold.
Oh, all their nails. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Deanna. So I'm gonna share our next. Who hasn't gotten an identity yet? Asia, thank you. You are a Latinx man with a mental illness. What are some positive things we heard about Asia? Asia, you're a hard worker.
I mean, they could throw. They're a partier.
Yes. Asia, you have enriched culture. You are strong. You are caring. You are family oriented. You have good food. You are loving. Awesome. What are some negative things we heard about Asia? Asia.
Dangerous.
You're dangerous. You're weird. You're not depressed. Go depress them dishes. You're different. Asia, you don't even understand what a mental illness is. You're not a safe person, Asia. Asia, you're not normal. Asia, you're mentally unstable. Asia, you're crazy. Oh, that one hit. Right. Asia, you're illegal.
Oh, not it.
All right. I think this is the last one. Oh, wait, wealthy white man. Hold on, wait a minute. All right, black male living in poverty. Kim, you are a black male living in poverty. What are some positive things we heard about Kim? Kim, you are making it work. You are independent.
You humble.
Kim, you are resilient. Kim, you understand struggle. You are on your grind. You are a strong leader, okay? You are making it out the trenches, okay? All right, what are some negative things we heard about Kim? There's some negative things we heard about Kim. You're a dropout. You're a drug dealer. You're a loser. You're on welfare. You're a bum. You're a thug. You're probably not going to live to see 21.
You have no passion. You're lazy.
You're lazy. Hey, but your ancestors built this country on their backs and they call you lazy. That's crazy. You're sick. You're useless and you're worthless. Wow. All right, we're going to skip this one. This is the last one. Christian Fullerton, this is yours. You are a 7-time felon. Make them black though. Because if you was a 7-time felon, you was white, listen, would have been a little different. Okay, what are the positive things we heard about Christian? I think y'all are starting with the negatives. We need the positives about Christian first. You're tenacious. You're still gonna make it work.
I'm here. Okay, what do I do for a living? I'm sorry, what do I do?
You don't have to do anything. You just gotta listen.
You don't do nothing but be a pet.
You are tough, Christian. You are hopeful.
Hold on.
You are helpful to your family. You are strong. What are some negative things we heard about Christian?
Well, the fact
you are
that
mentally
you
strong
in the first place.
Thank you. You are courteous.
You are a thug. You are a criminal. You're never going to get a job. You're never going to be able to vote. You're going to go back to jail. You're a loser.
No, I would not go back to jail. I am not going down this time.
Not this time. You went down 7 times already.
You deserve to be locked up. All right, that was the end. I will turn it over to Ajan for our reflection for this activity.
I'm glad I'm kind of listening to her.
Hey, John, you want to do this slide, honey?
Yeah. What have you learned about the stigmas affecting each identity?
Okay, Christian says that some of them are racist, which is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, people have a lot of stereotypes. Painful, yes, can be very saddening to hear some of the things about some of these identities. Vicious, yeah. Diminishing, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Negative. So one of the things that I learned about the stigmas was that sometimes even it could be kind of hard to think of something positive because sometimes all you've ever heard is negative. So sometimes you can't think of something positive to say because there's always that negative thought back in the back of your mind about what you think. Um, judge people based off just one of their qualities. Yes, we do that a lot. It is very shameful. Anybody else have any other things they want to say or add before we go on? I think this is either Asia or Diana's slide.
Oh yeah, it's mine. Okay. Um White Privileges Greatest Hits Volume 2016. Track number 1. I'm not racist. Track number 2. I have black friends. Track number 3. Racism doesn't exist. Track number 4. We're all one race. Track number 5. He was a thug. Track number 6. That's reverse racism. Track number 7. Not all white people are racist. Track number 8. The Irish were slaves. Track number 9. White privilege isn't real. Track number 10. My kids are mixed. Track number 11. Black people aren't oppressed. Track number 12. Listen to the police. Track number 13. All lives matter. Track number 14. The president is black. Track number 15. Black people are racist too. Track number 16. I treat all people equally. Track number 17. Talking about race divides us. Track number 18. I don't see color. Track number 19. I'm 1/16 Native American. Track number 20. I never owned slave. And track number 21. He's got a gun. Okay. What classic hit have you heard way too many times and explain your answer?
I want to go. So something I've heard way too many times is I have black friends. Like
Wow.
that every time I hear that, that just really like makes me upset because then they try to say that we're race like black people can't be racist to white people. It's like, oh, if I were to say, oh, I got white friends, but I go around calling every white person I see a cracker, then they want to have a problem with it. But it's okay for you to say nigga or the one with the hard ER on it. And it's like, oh, it's okay. I got black friends. They let me say it. I got the pass, whatever. It really hurts me when I hear that because it's like, that doesn't exist. Like, okay, I have white friends. You don't hear me calling them cracker all the time. So that's something I'm just tired of hearing.
Mm-hmm.
One that I definitely am tired of hearing is that not all white people are racist. And because it's like, I understand that, but the point I'm trying to get to you is just because not all of y'all are racist, letting these few bunch be racist is still bad. Like, how do you just justify it? Like, I didn't say it, so it ain't me. Like, no, that's like letting somebody slap your mom and being like, well, I ain't slap her, so it ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, what? You're supposed to say something. It's wrong. Don't let them be negative in all this while you're around and you don't say nothing because it's just not you. You're supposed to speak up and speak out about things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Bella said that she heard Black people aren't oppressed. It said a lot. It said a lot from people who are on TikTok by people who aren't even African American. True.
I heard that a lot.
Because how you gonna speak on me when you ain't me?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else heard any other ones? There's a lot of them on here that I don't see. Color one, definitely irritating.
Right. Because what you do at the traffic stop? You don't see color? No.
Do not lie to me like that.
Yep, lying. They left a track off. Blue Lives Matter.
Say that. That is a blatant lie to me.
We need to add that as a bonus track.
Yep.
Because no lives are blue. That don't even, what? That's not a thing.
No sense. No sense at all. And then they getting away with murder every day, all day.
Period.
Like white privilege isn't real. I heard that one too many times.
Can we quit being Black? No, not.
The
Like
listen to the
white
police
real.
one.
Mm-hmm.
As if everything the police tell us makes sense.
Nope. You was reaching for a gun when it was a hairbrush. Okay, so I could shoot you 3 times. Okay. Not only can I shoot you 3 times unarmed, and I'm not going to jail for it. Crazy.
Oh, where is it?
Crazy. Be a racial transformer. Sweet. White privilege isn't real. Ooh. That's the biggest lie ever put out. Liking this. This is really.
So Asia, Bree, or Deanna, y'all want to do some of the discussion questions and then kind of just finish off the circle?
I'll read them. What effect does racial injustice have on people in groups? What privileges do I have that others don't? Why is history important? Does it affect how people live today? How have people advocated and fought for justice throughout history? How does struggle define who we are? How has joy defined who we are? Power. What does it mean to have power? How can power be helpful? How can power be harmful? What is the difference between being treated unfairly by another person and receiving unequal treatment under the law? What will it take for America to truly reach racial justice?
Deep.
And I know we don't have time to answer all of these, but if anybody wants to, speak to any of these 10 questions, you can jump in.
Can I answer number 1? So what effect does racial injustice have on people in groups? I think because people weigh heavily on like the differences of like different races, and then you like kind of dwell on like one race's like stuff that happened to them. It kind of keeps people apart instead of us coming together. You know, there's a lot of black people that don't feel comfortable working with white people, and there's a lot of white people that probably don't really, for whatever reason, don't feel comfortable working with black people because of the stereotypes on either side. So I just think all of this racial injustice only further divides us. And I'm gonna sneak in number two. What privileges do I have that others don't? Um, I think black people, they don't have privilege, but I think sometimes they can get away with doing certain things. Um, like with the whole hair thing, um where we say, oh, we can wear box braids and like cornrows and stuff like that, and then like when somebody white does it, then it's a problem, which I get the background of the cornrows and the box braids, but I feel like there's some things that maybe white people be wanting to do but they can't do it because they're not black. So that's just something that I feel. I'm not saying it's right though, I just something how it is.
Oh, that was smart. That was deep too. Number three is powerful.
um, I wanted to say like number 9. So what's the difference between being treated unfairly by another person and receiving unequal treatment under the law? I mean, one is just like it's like a chip off the shoulder. A random person is racist to you, and you just like, I mean, whatever. But then it's like, dang, when the people who are supposed to protect me and stand up for me treat me the same way, it's like, well, now I see why everybody else is so comfortable doing it, because y'all don't even carry yourselves. Like, I'm like, I could be being attacked literally, and then be like, what did you do to those people? And it's like, it's crazy, and it just it hurts a lot more to be treated unequal by the law, because everybody's supposed to be equal in the eyes of the law. And it's like, dang, well, if y'all don't care, I'm pretty sure the whole world don't care, and it makes it a lot easier for you to be scared, for you to be for you to not have trust in the place where you live, because like this is home for us. You know, we can't go back to where we came from. There is no where we came from. We were here. We were born here, raised here. We don't know anywhere else but here. So it's like, this is where I live. This is where I call home, and I don't even feel safe in my own home because y'all don't like me because how I look. It's crazy.
Mhm. Can I share number three? Why is history important, and does it affect how people live today?
Mhm.
History is important because even though white women got the right to vote in 1920, black women did not really get the right to vote to the 60s. And then if you wanted to vote as a black person down south, male or female, you were killed. That's pretty painful in itself, and it still affects us today. There was I think he was a senator from North Carolina. He said most of us, believe it or not, we are affected by PTSD, post traumatic slave disorder, and it blew my mind. There's so much pain in our history that we're not always made aware of. When you know that the black woman was the most raped woman on the planet and still is. We still mistreated by the color of our skin. Why do we have to put our color on an application for anything? We're always degraded for no reason. And certain presidents thought we were inferior, including what was it, Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt. He felt black people were inferior. So yeah, it's really important to know history. And slaves were killed if they could read or write. So then we could know how important it is to get our education and encourage each other to do so as well and uplift each other. And how does it affect how we live today? We're still going through a lot of the same stuff, and that's really messed up. because I didn't know that the overseer was the precursor to the police department. I didn't know that. So we do need to know our history.
Hey, this is Julie. I'm just looking at the questions and what is power, or like how can power be helpful and how can power be harmful? I think that as a white presenting fully privileged person, you know, that power, quote unquote, of being of this being part of white culture, like how do I use my power within my own culture for my own influence to call people out and in when I see them being racist assholes, whether they mean it or not, right? That's some sort of power that when we say too, what will it take for America to truly reach racial justice? And it's going to be a lot of white people taking responsibility and educating themselves. You know, there's so many articles written and so many resources out there to be able to listen to Black people without directly having to ask them and do labor. It's going to take a lot of leadership and a lot of trial and error too. Of sometimes you do mess up when you're trying to do the right thing, and just being okay with that and moving forward. I think thinking about the term impact versus intent too. I think people intend to do well, not when it's just, you know, white people versus Black people, but it could be, you know, when you're intending to be inclusive and you accidentally, sorry, it's my puppy who's yelling at me, and you impact others negatively, not on purpose, right? But being able to think about that term of like impact versus intent when somebody feels hurt, or when they see that things are inequitable in some way, whether it be about ability or queerness or ethnicity and accessibility.
I just want to slide one more time. For number 5, how does struggle help define who we are? I feel like, especially in the past, like I'll say maybe 3 to 4 years, it's crazy how we went from like being sorry that we like have like big lips or our hair is that certain texture or whatever, and now it just seems like the colonizers are trying to take yet another thing from us. It just seems like I'm getting very much they hate us because they ain't us type thing, especially on TikTok. Like I be seeing them, they be really, oh my God, they be really trying to be us. Like they be saying the N-word, they be trying to like darken their skin to try to look like us. They be trying to get their hair like us, wearing long like nails like us. It's like really crazy how the oppressor, they really want to be like us, but it was a certain time where it was like bad to be us. So I'm like, it's crazy how the table is really trying to turn.
Definitely getting
Reminds me of a quote that says Black people are the only race that everyone wants to be like, but no one actually wants to be. So being us is different than, hey, I'm gonna have big lips like a Black person. I'm gonna have more different skin tone as a Black person. You don't actually understand the struggle and have to live it every day, as we do. So it's a little different.
When the police drive by, officer, I'm not Black. Never been Black. Never seen a Black. What is Black? don't know what that is. It's absolutely crazy because what? How do you love so many things about us and hate them at the same time? It's very confusing to me. I've never understood that. How could you love so many things but also hate them? I don't know how you could do that, but they found a way to do that. And at the same time make everybody else look like we crazy. They're like, what? We never want to be y'all. That's not true. We never want to take anything that you do or anything that you look like. But at the same time, while still doing it, it's like, yes, you do. You do. And then they make point the finger at everybody like, no, you just want to have an issue, you want to be oppressed. And it's like, who wants to be oppressed? Who wants to physically, mentally be oppressed? That's never been a thing, but it seems like so many people are trying their hardest to undermine everyone else's oppression. It's like, no, I'm more oppressed than you. I'm more oppressed than you. And it's like, okay, let's just stop. Let's stop. Because all we wanted y'all to do was hear us out, hear what we had to say, hear our issues, our problems, not go and try to turn it around and flip it and make it your problem. It's not what we're here for. We're here for us, for our change, our better.
I agree with all your points in the chat too, Isabella. Very good points. Oh, Isabella, for those who can't see the chat, she said struggle makes us become stronger. We have to handle tougher situations. It will take years to change the mentality of some people. And then history is important because it helps us to not commit the same mistakes we have made in the past. Okay. All right. So Deanna is going to tell us how to be a racial transformer. So we will all know, like as a community, we all need to work to make sure we're combating racial injustices so we can actually get to racial healing and get to racial justice at the end of the day. So.
I thought was me.
Were you going to read, honey, or was this Ajan? Ajan, Bree, or Deanna? Either one of you can tackle this slide.
Who wants to read, or do you all want me to read?
Go for it, Ajan.
Okay. Where?
I think they're numbers, so you can start at number 1. I know it's kind of hard to see, but.
Oh, okay. So from 1 to 13?
Yep.
Okay. Learn about others' histories, pilots, and aspirations, and make conscious choices that prioritize racial equality and inclusion. Alert eyes. Keep your eyes on the prize by envisioning real solutions to the realities of racism using an equality conscious lens rather than color blindness. 3. Big ears. Listen to and learn from people of color. 4. Vocal mouth. Speak up and speak out about injustice and help others find their voice by knowing when not to speak. 5. Strong backbone. Muster the courage to take risks, go against the grain, and even make mistakes. 6. Loving heart. Respect and uplift the dignity and humanity of every person. Anyone else want to read, or should I keep going?
You killing it. You killing it. You might as well keep going.
Number 7, rolled up sleeves. Dig in and do the work, not just talk of racial justice. Number 8, outstretched arms. Join hands with others unlike you in organizing and building power for change. Number 9, decoder ring. Watch out for racism. Watch out for coded racism and expose it. Number 10, smartphone. If you have one, inform and activate your networks. Blog, share, tweet, comment, and post prophetically about race issues and actions. 11, pocketbook. Donate to special change causes, especially those led by people of color, and support good businesses and boycott the bad ones. 12, moving legs. Visibly vote with your body by showing up in support and solidarity at public action, marches, and relays. Number 13, grounded feet. Dig in for the long haul, holding into all your values, allies, aspiration, and spirit eager to dance in the delight of being on a worthwhile and winning road to justice.
Love it. Love it. So we all should be working to be racial transformers, and we can send this out as well. If anybody wants to see it or take a screenshot of it really quickly, I'll keep it on for 5 more seconds. This is very important and we're all helpful tips. So we always end our circles with our mantra. So we have a mantra today from the amazing ancestor Maya Angelou. So I forget whose slide this is, but any of our young people can hop in and read our mantra for us.
I'll read it. If someone else wants to.
Oh, he can go ahead.
Okay. You declare you see me dimly through a glass which will not shine, though I stand before you boldly, trim in rank and marking time. You do own to hear me faintly, as a whisper out of range. With my drones beat out the message and the rhythms never change. Equality and I will be free. Equality and I will be free. You announce my ways are wanton and that I fly from man to man. But I'm just a shadow to you. Could you ever understand? We have lived a painful history. We know the shameful past. But I keep on marching forward and you keep on coming last. Equality and I will be free. Equality and I will be free. Take the blinders from your vision. Take the pattern from your ears. Confess you heard me crying and admit you've seen my tears. Hear the tempo so compelling. Hear the blood drop in my veins. Yes, my drums are beating nightly and the rhythms never change. Equality and I will be free. Equality and I will be free. There you go.
Yes. Amazing. Amazing. Powerful. Powerful.
Okay.
Okay. So, stop crying. Okay. This may be the end of our presentation, but it's only the beginning of the difference you can make toward racial justice. So thank you everyone for coming.
Yes, thank everyone. And we have our next healing circle will be on March 1st, and we're talking about youth-led activism. So please come out. And we also have a game night with Record of Detroit this Friday. We're giving away some amazing prizes. So please make sure you're there as well. It starts at 6 p.m. Be on time so you can win all the games if you're there. So those are the 2 programs we have coming up. So we hope we will see you all there again. And if is there any questions or other announcements before we end? All right, if there's not, thank you all for joining us. And we hope you all stay committed to racial healing and racial justice and really be co-conspirators in this work. So if there's no other questions, we will see you all at the next circle. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Bye, everyone. Have a nice and wonderful day.
Thank you.